Hello everyone, welcome to Twin Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Wait, let me call the person. Boyo Tema want to see. So sorry about me attend see go back me for any first aid. Okay. Ask me anything. And I play someone. Hello, brother me. Sorry lo ba me attend see brother me ko ní injury kan. O ne se dun lo ba me treat e. Duty of care. Assistance. I'm just painting this. I'm not saying that is what happened. So if things now turn around, can that now lead me to now facing a prosecution of recklessness? I don't know. Because this time around, I'm trying to question the DPP. That on what ground will they say that DJ Bami, who called the nurse, who slept in the house even when others left, Adura, who was there and prepared Indomie for Mohbad, the wife who was there and was looking at an auxiliary nurse injecting Mohbad, were not charged for reckless acts. But the one that also showed concern and say, let's try this, let's try that, and when efforts were not coming, were not proceeding, that one is now the one they are charging for reckless acts. I'm not getting something.
Hi, Westo. How are you?
I'm fine.
Excuse me,
okay.
Westo, please.
Hi, everyone.
Good afternoon, please. Westo, you will have to excuse me. I have to get into the bank. I'll join the conversation later. Thank you very much.
I will be happy to have you back. God bless you, sir.
Okay, so now I think this is very simple.
Go ahead.
And I don't think we should fault the Nigerian police for the charges. So now, these are, I've been, listening to you, and I just came up because of spending.
Okay.
So first of all, and I think what is going on is that why he's being charged for negligence is because, first of all, Spending will have to prove himself when he gets to court. Did Spending actually know that the nurse was a quack nurse?
Okay.
Hold on. Did Spending actually know? Because according to Spending said this nurse has been treating him for a while.
Okay.
So that leaves a little breach, like a little room for Spending to be charged for negligence. So that means, okay, hold on. So that means you as an individual, you've allowed a quack nurse to treat you for so long, and you want to tell us, the Nigerian police, that you don't know that this person is quack, and you called a quack nurse to treat your friend. So you can see where Spending comes in, okay? And I want to tell you that the Nigerian police, they are not dumb, okay? So now, another thing is, if the Spending take a plea deal, what was his statement when he was arrested, when he was jailed? What was his statement? Did they tell Spending, listen, what you need to do, just try and, why don't you write this statement? We are going to get you out, no problem, it's going to be okay. Is that statement being used against him now? Himself and the nurse. Is that being used against him now? Because I want to tell you.
Come again.
So I want to tell you now that what is going on here is it's a very serious case, and everyone is trying to to actually let the glove off their hands. Okay. So, and I want you to know that for Spending, even calling the nurse, if Spending has said, okay, this is my friend Feishara, well, I know her as a nurse, okay, that's a different case. But Spending said, this is my nurse, and he's been treating me for a while. So that is to say that Spending actually know that this nurse is a quack nurse, and he decided to call the quack nurse to treat his friend. That is where the issue is here. That is exactly what the issue is. So now, when Spending,
now that is stage one. For education's sake, for knowledge sake,
Right.
Has it now been proven that the injection is what Mohbad?
Okay,
I'm
so
not
listen.
really at your point, the point you made about spending, why is involved from your whole point of view. Then they have to now continue to prosecute the cause of death. Is the cause of death linking to injection? Was it found that injection?
Okay, so listen, I mean, Westo, what is going on here? It's not about the injection now. It's about the fact that spending called a quack nurse. That is it. It's not about the injection. When the toxicology comes out, the one that Mr. Loba did, when they look at that, they've not really, it's like right now, they don't really know what really killed Mohbad. Not until now, what spending is being charged for is for the main fact that negligence, calling a quack nurse to come and treat Mohbad. That is it.
Why allowing a quack nurse to enter?
Exactly. First of all, the spending allowed the
quack allowing a quack nurse to receive injection.
Okay, so now the person that allowed the quack nurse. So now another place where the deceased wife is gonna, where the police might at least shift their attention is, okay, now spending called the nurse. We agree to that. When the nurse came in, did you do your own finding? Did you ask about her qualification?
Continue to answer that. See, Adedoyin, I'm enjoying your conversation, but small as I'm enjoying your conversation, as long as I'm enjoying you, I have still not, I'm yet to connect what killed Mohbad to all this reckless act and the rest that we are looking at. We are not looking at the reckless act. We are looking at how did he die, what killed him.
So the point is that, so now, when they now, let me tell you, okay, spending is being charged now. When they
fortunately, they couldn't get the nurse. Why do they have to wait till when the nurse came back and they allowed the nurse to treat him? That's the question we should be asking. When there are several hospitals that they can actually take him to, when he's in excruciating pain, with the statement of his
another person is saying that spending did not force the nurse on Mohbad. Mohbad also has the right to say, I don't want this nurse.
Westo, no. Listen, that is not the point. Let's get the point right. The point is that, listen, spending had said, okay, I just called the nurse. This is a friend. I know her as a nurse. I don't know her qualification. I just call her. That's a different issue.
No, you can't even do that. You can't even do that.
But spending said,
you cannot call just someone you just know to come and attend. He must have had one or two encounter, and the same nurse has treated spending according to
that is where the problem is. Spending said, this nurse have been treating me for a while. So that is to say that you are spending. Did you know at a point, was there any point, like was there a point, did you ever know, did the nurse ever tell you that she was quack? Did you ask for a qualification? And if yes, do you even know what Spending told them at the police station? Do you know what his statement? Did you guys try to look at that? What did he tell them at the police station?
But when Spending suggested, when Spending suggested,
I said you are speaking from a professional angle. And that does not apply.
When Spending suggested, it was not the only person that was suggested. Several numbers were attempted. But the one that later went through is the one they follow up with. Now, if you now say that those who are following up, you see, according to information at my disposal, even Wunmi from our narration, she said, even Lifestyle, all of them, she said, Kini Yegon, Koton Konti, one lee, even the nurse told me, ni Pantipe, Koti Eton Kontoni that meaning that what killed Mohbad might not even be linking to the wound or the injection or the nurse act. What killed Mohbad? Why? See, if you are charging people for reckless act, we must charge people for frustrating Mohbad. We must charge people for bullying Mohbad. We must charge some people for making life unbearable for him before he died. Evidence that is out there. We must charge a lot of people. Those things are still not pointing to what killed Mohbad. It's like treating the case of bullying and assault and harassment separately and treating the case of what killed Mohbad separately. This time around, we have not been able to treat the case of what killed Mohbad. We are only treating roles played and just with people that, the same way we put attention on people that are not in the house as those that kill Mohbad. It's the same way we are looking at the direction of spending, calling the nurse, when several people also call the nurse. If they do forensic on the nurse room, they will see that those who call the nurse on the same issue is not even only spending. The Jebami called the nurse. I was told that you also use Adura's number to make attempts in calling the nurse.
Westo, who recommended the nurse? Hold on, I want to ask you a question.
Do not let us also forget that from the government autopsy, there is no traces at which point out to the treatment given to this guy that could have made nurse to say that, oh, because of the treatment you administer on this guy, is working.
Even police said it. Thank you, Kenny. Let me add to this. Even police said it in their report that the injection are not, that they are not injection that can kill. There are association of medical something when they are talking about the nurse. There was also a report that those are the right injection to apply if what they said that happened to Mohbad is what really happened to Mohbad. So the nurse has not applied the wrong injection. Even autopsy and toxicology that they did not show anywhere that injection killed. So let me allow Kenny to continue. I just want to add that. Continue, please.
And even in the dosage administration, they cannot point it out to say that, oh, the quantity of dosage administered is much more that could trigger that. So it's because of the police to do the right thing by investigating this case properly, not just pinning. And we don't even know if there is a conspiracy between these people that are being charged, because when you look at the sentence of the offense, it's just a light sentence, just like giving a pat on the wrist. That is the sentence of the offense. So which will mean that justice has not been served. So go ahead, Adegunle.
Okay, thank you. Let me bring everyone's auntie, because I like the last comment by everyone's auntie. Spending and the nurse were set up to take the fall. Okay, everyone's auntie. Before you talk, let me quickly allow. I don't know why Ganusi, unmute yourself. Now I'm sending a request for you to unmute. Please accept the request to unmute so you can unmute, please. Ayola, are you there? Let me quickly take everyone's auntie. Your network is failing. We are fluctuating, sorry. Can you just... All right, let's go. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, thank you.
Immune system? If so, you're eligible now. Talk to your nurse or doctor today.
Well, I think I refute that. No. So, okay, so now let me ask you a question, Westo, and this is a very good one. As of the time that Mohbad died, was spending present.
Hold on, 1 minute. Someone is saying that they can't hear. That they can't hear everyone's auntie. Is that correct? Now only
I'm hearing everybody. I'm hearing everybody, Westo.
Okay.
No, panelists. It's like our people in the comment section can't hear us.
Oh, okay.
Well, Westo, I'm so sorry. I can't stay on the panel. I have to drop. Okay.
Let me see if this will solve the issue. No problem. Thank you, everyone's auntie. God bless you. All right. They are saying no sound.
Okay.
Okay, people can hear now.
All right. So can I ask you a question, Westo?
Yes.
As of the time that Mohbad died, was Spendi present there? Was he at the vicinity? Was he present?
No, not at all. They
How
called
do you
him.
know? Okay, so Spendi wasn't present. Are you sure Spendi wasn't present there?
He was not
No,
there
he's
now. It
not
was
there.
learning. Even
Okay,
Rose
hold on.
Okay.
So now, do you have an idea what Spendi wrote, what his statement was at the police station?
I have not seen that.
You haven't seen that? Okay. So it would be good for you to go back and look at his statements to the police. So now, if you are saying that spending, cannot be charged, spending has no idea.
No, I'm not saying it cannot be charged. I'm not saying that that he has an immunity. I'm only saying for the one that they have just, told us now, the one we are reading in the paper, do we give them kudos for doing that, or have they done something that is even out of, like, we are all looking for a way out. If spending is guilty, he should go and face the law. That is going to be the job of everyone that is seeking justice, that we now know the real people behind it. If he's behind it, who will stop him? No amount of Westo can stop him. But we are only saying that when we talk about justice, it's not about just putting it on any other person. They must put it with reason. So that
on the right person. Right. So now listen to what the police is doing here. They're doing is called narrowing down. Okay? So now the deceased wife said, she has already accused the nurse. She said, I've listened to her interview. She said the nurse has a hand in the death of her husband.
Who said that?
The deceased wife. Okay?
Wunmi?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so please, I want to talk now after this woman.
Yes, okay. All right. She said it was after the nurse injected her husband, and the husband reacted to the injection from the nurse. Right? And that was what presumably led to the death of her husband.
But that was not what she said. That was not what she said in court.
Well, I know. So it's quite different from the interview and what she said in court. So the point
that was not what he said in court. Is not what he said on her page. What he said on her page is not what he said when she was giving interview recently. What she was saying when she was giving interview recently is not the same thing she said when she was updating a women supporting women team.
Okay, so now, just let me end, so that other people can talk. So the point is that they don't really know what killed Mohbad. They are going by the narration. This is what the wife said. This is what we've heard. Now, spending for the nurse.
Okay, that means if the wife is saying, okay, it is I'm coming example. Okay, if the wife say it is the video that killed my wife, you think they should prosecute the video?
Okay, now let me tell you where the trick is now. So the trick is that what the police wants to do is spending the nurse, we will take you to the court. If spending is wise, this is a little good advice for him. If he's wise, right? If spending should not go behind and take any plea deal, spending should go to the court and say it just exactly the way it is, and say it's truth. Because if spending takes any plea deal, this is going to fall back on him. And if the nurse take a plea deal, it's going to fall back on her. So the point is that when they get to the court, they need to lawyer up, and they need to tell the truth and exactly what happened. That is the only way the two of them can be free from this.
Reckless started from after the show. It continued when they got home. Recklessness escalated to the point that Mohbad said, Chemama Wunmi run. Recklessness connected to those that attempted to call nurse rather than taking him to hospital. Fine, they said Mohbad rejected the hospital. Recklessness included when the nurse came, when they prepared Indomie, when they were injecting, when they were doing all of these things, all those
Every one of them should have been charged. Every one of them should have been charged.
Why are they now pointing to, the nurse and even the one that is not in the house as reckless, and I don't understand. You see?
Yeah, it's just a scapegoat. They want to use those two as scapegoats. Every one of them should have been charged.
Just say that the wife and others should be charged for reckless acts. Why saying the nurse and spending, exonerating the Jebami, exonerating the wife, exonerating Adura that cook Indomie, exonerating those who mismanage, even Darosha and others that mismanage this guy's life. Why are they now narrowing reckless act to the nurse, reckless acts to spending? You see, that of spending, they can be calling spending out for anything and every other thing, and it will be fine. But what reckless act has he been doing or has he been involved in that the Jebami has not involved in, that Adura has not involved in? What is the reckless act that even the one that came to drive them away has not involved in?
Okay, so my question to the Nigerian police exactly is that if what killed Mohbad is unsure, it is if it's not confirmed, why charge these two guys? Why put a charge on them? And that's the problem. Okay, why put a charge of them when it hasn't been ascertained, when they don't really know what killed Mohbad yet? Why put a charge on these people? So I think that's a big problem. So I think, I think maybe what they need to do, spend this lawyer needs to, remember that was what they wanted to do to Prime Boy. Okay?
Question,
then I think,
quick question.
Your question is not
to the put a charge on them or
the Ministry of Justice. Your question should not be to the police, rather than to the state government and the Ministry of Justice. Because it is the DPP that is prosecuting, not the police. Okay. So the question should go to the Ministry of Justice, not the police. Okay. Thank you.
Well, let me just leave the panelists to debate on this before we go to another topic, because
I just want to ask a question. Is it not more important to know what happened? Why did they call that nurse in the first place? Hello, everybody. As in, what happened? What led to the nurse? Okay, Prime Boy is cleared. Why did they call the nurse? What caused the injury on Mohbad that led to the calling of a nurse? That's what they should be asking. And right now, CY should be arrested. They should be going for that girl right now. Prime Boy is cleared because she has been lying.
Okay, commenters are saying that
she has said a lot of lies.
Over to you, panelists. I want to thank you. Go ahead.
I didn't come up to say much, but it's confusing to me that they are already not going for her. She should be the next person after that kind of this kind of a publication is out. After they basically said they are cleared, they should be going straight for her for telling so much lies. For?
Please, if I may.
CY.
Sorry, can I say something?
CY, I said.
Okay, CY, okay. All right, so that is Mohbad's wife, right?
No. That's correct.
Okay.
Based on all the rubbish she's been saying.
Can I say something? Well, I believe that I think we are leaving something out, and that is in everything they have said, we could actually see that there are conspiracies. You understand? Everyone has conspired, including the police. Everyone has conspired, and they have someone needs to take a fall from everything that is playing out now, because you started with the story. Let's forget about all the initial stories she's been given. Oh, is they here? They've taken him or anything? You said he had a fight with Prime Boy, right? According to the police said he bled profusely as a result of this fight. For someone to bleed profusely and from Ikorodu, that I know we've been saying all this thing repeatedly. You understand? But the truth is, we still need to go back to the drawing board. And that is, he bled profusely. He went from Ikorodu all the way back to Lekki. And you are saying that where was you were going, you did not see any hospital for him to go into. If truly you're actually saying that the fight was the one that caused it. Now going back to what Wunmi said, I'm talking about a recent interview. She narrated in TVC. She said, oh, the cut, the way she even downplayed it. She brought out her ham and said, it's just a minor cut like that. Then I go back to the police. Where did the police get the profusely from? What brought about bringing a nurse? If someone is not injured, if Wunmi is saying, oh, it's just a minor cut, how did you bring about the police? What's it called? The nurse. Why would what's his name? What's that one's name? Spending. Why would they be spending that has to call a nurse? Why can't they take him to the honestly, everything I'm seeing is just like when two elephants, that's what I've seen. When two, my own conclusion, when two elephants fight, the grass suffers it. That's what I've seen. And it's like, you know what? You take the fall, but it would what's it called? The judgment will not be so much, and that's what we are seeing playing out from me. That's what I see.
Exactly. So now, sitting here thinking, how are we sure that Spending has actually said this truth? How are we sure? It's just a question. How are we sure that Spending has actually said this truth? Because you know what I'm seeing right here. I don't want to believe that Spending wasn't there when Mohbad died. I'm sorry. You can cut me wrong.
I totally agree.
Hold on, Westo. You know what?
Don't put it. Just let her talk.
Hold on. No. Hold on, please. Because if you know how criminals work, and you know the criminal mind, right? You will know that criminals sometimes, they tend to shift blames. All right? Okay? So that they can have a plea deal. My point is that, how are we sure that these guys, every one of them are telling the truth? Because Spending's story is not aligning. Spending hasn't been consistent either.
I agree with you.
Okay, hold on. Spending hasn't been consistent either. So now I asked Westo, I said, at the police station, what did he tell the police? Because, you went to the show with Mohbad. And Mohbad came home. At what time did they get back from the show? And how are we sure Spending wasn't there? How are we sure that... Okay, so first of all, Mohbad died on Monday. Monday night. Let's say died from Sunday night through Monday night. Right? So you want to tell me that Spending... When did they call Spending? If Mohbad died